Hey, Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks Club. All right, so listen, had a nice little drop today on this Monday Madness. Hey, if this is your first time to this channel, please go ahead and like and subscribe. You never know what kind of lifetime deals I'm going to be looking at or mixing together. All right, so we have a lot of tools. I still think we still have a lot of tools that are still here that are ending soon that should be looked at. But let's look at the new drop or the new haul that came in. MultiLipi is a tool. Let's go back and look at that. MultiLipi is a tool that allows you to transcribe your website into other languages. You're just putting some code in the window. So if you want to translate English to Hindi or Chinese or what have you, you can utilize this particular tool. Okay, I think that's okay, right? I think you have another one here, ExpenseMonkey. You can use to record your expenses. I don't think this is a bad tool either. You can go in here and put your expenses and just track your expenses, right? So that's another tool that came here that should work well for a lot of small businesses. I think NoCode-X was another tool here. You can build these web apps. You can build, this is alternative to Bubble, Zapier, Zoho, CRM. Has a lot of integrations here. REST API has Stripe, MailChimp. Yeah, so I mean, these are not bad tools. I think some of them, I'm only going to look at maybe one tool I'm going to pull off the shelf today. I think SEO for retail is another one that dropped today. It allows you to put the search engine optimization on some of your retail items that you have in your store. You'll be able to do that to kind of write that up, mock that up, which I don't think is bad if you're running an e-commerce store. So this one I don't know. I'm getting into the store business. I may come back and look at that. So you have all those. Then you have a tool called Subscriber, which to me, if I'm looking at any tool, I'm looking at this tool. Maybe it's just me. I'm a big YouTuber, but I really just think that in this day and age, on inbound marketing, I think YouTube is more powerful than a lot of people think, whether it's YouTube or TikTok. I prefer YouTube over TikTok of the uncertainty of TikTok. So YouTube, I think, is still the most profitable piece as Google loses ground in search and or revenue from ads. I think YouTube becomes the stalwart or the leader in their stable of products between YouTube and Google Studio and all those types of things. I really think we still got another 4 or 5 year run. I can legitimately see, even with AI, I'm gonna call it a 5 year run because things are changing. But Subscriber, to me, for the money, right? I am gonna pull this off the shelf. I gotta let you know that. I don't know that I'll do more than a tier 3. I probably will look at a tier 3. Maybe a tier. I can get away with a tier 2, but I have at least 5 channels. And I don't think I need this for every single channel. $349. I don't even think $349 is a bad deal because as much YouTube I use. So I may start with a tier 3. Price increases in 6 days. I'll probably come back and look at it. And if it's any good, I'll probably go to a tier 4, but I'm definitely going to look at least a tier 3. And the way this tool works is it's supposed to it's supposed to be an alternative to vidIQ and TubeBuddy, which are the leaders when it comes to YouTube, doing analysis and things like that. I think this is more of a mix of, if you have Maekersuite, I think mixing this with Maekersuite, you would not be stoppable. And I'm going to go in here, so I'm going to break this down a little bit more. Maekersuite is doing some different things on a different level, but I can see mixing this with Maekersuite. Yeah, because I think they're doing some things a little bit different than Maekersuite, but Maekersuite does a lot of research pre-videos. You use Maekersuite in the beginning. You do a lot of your pre-research. So that's where this tool will come into play. So if anybody knows anything about YouTube and or building a YouTube library and or a YouTube channel, it's all in the pre-work. It's all in the research, right? And I think any tool that's going to give you that, you'll be headed in the right direction. This is not going to be an agency tool, I don't think. I don't think this is an agency tool because it only gives you 5 channels, and it really depends on how the channels swap out. I would really depend on that, but I can see you adding maybe, let's say you have a channel, or let's say you wanted to manage 4 channels and you had 1 channel. It's hard to become an agency now with a whole bunch of AI tools that are out there already. So what I mean by become an agency, you have to put together a couple of different tools to really be very impactful. But there are some people that are out there that just they're not even familiar with AI. I think there's more people that are not familiar with AI than there are people that are familiar with AI. So I still think there's a little small window of you capturing that. But again, I would look at, you can see here, tier 1 is basically giving you nothing. You can't create long form videos. You can't do these details. This, I don't even know why this tier is here. Maybe because competitor analysis, outlier remixing, prompt library. Yeah, but you're missing all the juicy part here. YouTube optimized titles and all that. I mean, you have Taja to do a lot of that for you. I'm going to go inside this tool and we're going to figure out what the secret power is of this tool. There has to be something there. I kind of looked at the video briefly, but like I said, I'm going to pull off the shelf. I'm definitely going to test drive it and have a verdict for you. This could be my Wednesday winner, but you'll know in the next day or two, next 24, 48 hours, I'm going to break this down and we'll know before the price increases. So yeah, and the price is again, this is one of those tools. I think Appsumo is kind of knowing which tools are going to have breakouts. This is going to be that breakout tool, I think. So again, yeah, nice drop here. And there's still some magic tools that are still here that I think, this tool, Triplio, is really surprising me. Krisspy, let me see if they changed. And since we're here, let's just take a look and see if they changed any of because they said they were. So I just want to see what they did. Did they change it? 3,000? No, I don't think they changed their credits per month just yet. No, they hadn't. They're supposed to be changing their credits per month. But Krisspy is one of those tools. I mean, since you're here, but Krisspy, to me, the more I'm in Krisspy, the more I'm impressed with this tool. So I do have a tool. No, I don't have another tool I'm going to hack with this. I thought I was going to do something else, but no. So yeah, I'm going to take a look at subscriber this week. And yeah, that's my Monday Madness. I think a lot of tools are here. I'm trying to get return on investment right away. If I got a no code, I would have to build out and see what I can actually build and do what I can with the money that I have. So that would probably take me a little bit longer to deploy. I can see SEO retail, SEO for retail. I can probably make my money back. I really probably might take a look at this one, just not really sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back and take the price increases on this one too. Okay, Appsumo, what we doing out there? All right, so then this one, oh geez, this has a tier 5 for $9.99. Yeah, wow. You'd have to get into some type of agency for this. It's headquartered in Paris, France. Yeah, I don't know about this one. This will be tough, but if this can do what I think it can do, I think I can use this with my sell done, which is hard to write for an e-commerce store. It's hard to write all of your listings and all your SEO optimized product descriptions. So I think if you have a Shopify or you're running an Amazon store or something like that, there's a lot of other tools that do that. But I think this one, you just drop in the link and it'll write it for you. Now, this one's interesting. So I may take a look at this one. I might. I don't know. It'll probably be out of maybe SEO and then subscriber. The rest of these, they're not really doing it for me. They're not really moving the needle for me. The MultiLipi, there's some things that I was not impressed with on that. I don't want to get into the details of that. I'll let people kind of figure that out on their own. Well, I'll just tell you because I don't want you guys to be like, oh, I think this tool, I think what they do and what I'm finding out is the translated words are one time, and this is what you get per month. So you get translated requests per month. That's where I guess they're hitting your script and or your website and getting the translations per month. But to do the translated words, I think you get a one-time clip for these. So, and they're not replenishable. So that was one of the things. And you're going to find that out eventually when you read through it and you're going to figure it out. But that was one of the things that I was like, and I don't know that this is a bad tool. I don't think this is a bad tool. It's just that the difference between translated words and requests. And they're saying, hey, translated words, this is the total number of words we translate for you. The 100K words are a one-time allocation for your lifetime usage. I think for AI, which is what they're using to do all those transcriptions, I think they could be, for lifetime deal. I mean, to come here as a lifetime deal and to do these one-time translations, I think that's unfortunate because they're using AI. So if you'd came here 3-4 years ago and say, hey, that's all we're going to give you, then I can understand that. But you're basically using AI to do that, right? And so I think that's the challenge I have with this tool. And I really actually think this is probably a really good, decent tool to make you global. But some people are not really trying to be global. Some people are trying to be global, which you want to translate into other languages. So yeah, that was my one knock on this tool. I don't think it's a bad tool. I don't like the one time. Maybe they'll receive enough pressure to change that. But I don't think it's going to happen before the price increases. So yeah, I don't know. I may pull that one off the shelf as well. I don't know, just to kind of give people a feel and see if it's even worth it. And then I'd be interested to understand what would the cost be to get the translations. Say, hey, if I wanted to I did all your translations, but what would I have to pay monthly to get my words translated? And that may be their cost structure. I mean, that may be their value proposition and how they continue to make money. That may be the way they make money. And if it is, I don't have a problem with that. I just kind of need to know, right? Yeah. So anyway, and they're using Google friendly way to translate your website. So I'm assuming they're using Google and AI to kind of do that. So there's probably a cost to that if they do so many of them. Yeah, because Google, you're free up to a certain amount with some of the things you do on Google. So anyway, hey, this has been Jenny Jones. Hope you guys liked this Monday Madness. They had a lot of drops. I just didn't see anything that was moving the needle for me outside of a subscriber. There's some other tools here. Your Audio Hero, your Radiolize, your Charge Keep. Charge Keep is leaving. I keep telling people that. You're always going to need a Charge Keep in your back pocket, even if it's a tier 1. What else is leaving? Yeah, it's a couple of different things here. Tripio. What is it? Did this? Oh, this is a different tool. I thought this was Unum CMS. No. All right. Hey, this has been Jenny Jones. You guys take care. Goodbye for now.